Hi everyone, it's Garrett here at Eurovision Ireland, and today I have a very, very special guest. I have the wonderful, the fantastic, the stunning and the beautiful Miss Conchita Wurst with us. Conchita, welcome to Ireland.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Oh, we would have you any time over here.
Oh.
How have you enjoyed being in Dublin since you arrived yesterday?
Oh, I love it. I already loved it on the plane. Well, I love flying, but that's why. No, seriously, I got from the air hostess, and it was everything very Irish as I can, yeah. And I really liked it.
Good. And what have you been walking around Dublin City yet?
Yeah, yesterday we went out for a little walk, and I really enjoyed it because, first of all, the architecture is that nice. It's so cute, you know, all these little houses and the steps and everything. And on the other hand, everything is new. In Dublin, everything is new. A driver picked us up from the airport, and we asked him, "Oh, is the airport new?" "Yeah, it's new." And the stadium is also new, and everything is new. I love it. I love this mixture of old
and new
stuff.
And you've just come off from doing an interview here at RTE on the Saturday Night Show with Brendan O'Connor. Yeah. How did you enjoy that?
Oh, I loved it. I really loved it. And Brendan was so nice, and he's so handsome, isn't he? I'm into older men, so, oh my God, he's not old, but he's, you know, you got me. But he is a quite charming man. I really enjoyed.
I think he was very taken by you.
Yeah.
He was
because of the last night.
Why, what happened last night?
Oh well, I can't tell because I'm in big trouble now.
Just talking about the actual performance that you did there now. I was looking at the side with your manager Renee, and when the curtains came up and people saw you and started hearing you, there was a few giggles to begin with, but then once you got singing, the whole audience was clapping along, and then the interview you did, everybody seemed to really enjoy you. Is that the sort of reaction that you tend to get, that initial nervousness giggle from people? Well,
yeah, of course. If they see me the first time, they are like, "Are you serious?" And I know this kind of situation when an audience is like, "Oh yeah, whatever." And then I start to sing, and I always think by myself, "Now I'm gonna get you all." And this is, you know, I really can, how can I say it? I know that I can sing. Hopefully I'm not on the wrong way. But this is a situation which comes very often to me, that the people were like, "Oh, whatever." And then I'm gonna start to sing, and they're like, "Okay." So I'm gonna listen. And that's, yeah, most of the time it's like that.
Because it very much reminded me of the reaction when you were competing in the Austrian national final. And I can remember looking at the video when you came on and you sang Celine Dion's "My Heart Will Go On." And like that, the Austrian public didn't know what to expect. But by the end of the performance...
Me neither.
But by the end of the performance, people were standing up and clapping. Yeah. Does that make you feel good when you get that positive reaction from people?
Totally, totally. You know, there are not always the sunny sides in show business. And when I come to a point when it's too much, or I think about what is this hatred all about, you know? I seriously watched this video because it takes me back to the place where it all began, and I see this positive reaction, and this really, you know, cheers me up.
And sort of, have you been thinking about what the reaction is going to be when you get to Copenhagen? Because that's going to be on a huge stage.
I think the same but bigger. Maybe. I don't know, you know, I knew that when Austria's announced that I'm gonna be representing Austria in 2014. I knew back then that there will be people who will be, you know, who love it and people who don't. So I think it's gonna be the same at Eurovision. But hopefully I'm gonna catch them.
If we go back to when you came runner-up in the Austrian national selection behind the track Shitters, which I think was a bit of a travesty because we loved your song back then.
Thank you so much.
And you did a fantastic rendition of it tonight on RTE. How did you feel after being runner-up that year? Were you happy or were you sad, or how did you get over that? Been so close to getting to
well, you know, I think everything happens because of a bigger reason, and I think that I learned that much in 2012 about the whole Eurovision family and this whole project, that I'm better prepared now. So I think it's fine, you know. I really love the boys, and you know, they were happy, and I got the second place, a very good one actually, 49%. And well, yeah. So now it's my turn.
Exactly. Totally, now it's your turn. So tell me, how did the selection for Austria come about this year? Did they approach you, or did you approach them, or how did that work?
I really have to thank my manager on this point, because he used to say, after song contest is before song contest, and he knew that I want to be there that so bad that I was in Africa shooting for a reality soap, and during that he handed a concept to the ORF, the Austrian television, and well, they thought I've got to be the best choice. So
I think they've made a good choice this year as well. Yeah.
I hope.
You will. So in regards to, have you started to look at what song you're going to sing for 2014?
Yeah. We are writing, and beside that we're looking. You know, I got songs all over Europe in the last weeks, and I'm very flattered by that, because that didn't happen before. So I really enjoy that, and you know, I'm listening through all this stuff, and I'm writing myself and with my producers, and so may the best song win for me.
And would you like to do an up-tempo song or a ballad?
Well, I don't know actually. I have to, in first place, I have to feel it, and second, I think, you know, I love up-tempo songs because I'm a party girl, so I need to dance. But if it's a ballad, it's a ballad. So.
And who would be your musical influences, or who would be on your iTunes, your iPod right now?
Oh my God, this is such a cliche what I'm gonna say now. It's, Cher, Madonna, Lady Gaga, Celine Dion. Oh my God, I can't go. You know, I love divas. I can't help it. I can't have. They got the best voice. You know, there's just this gorgeousness of this mystery of being such a successful woman. I love it. And well, yeah. But I think on top is Celine Dion, because she's just, you know, she just nailed it every single time. Well, not the last few, but. In Las Vegas, she's doing pretty good. No, you know, I've always been a very big Eurovision fan, because I used to watch it with my mother as far as I can remember. And beside that, I started listening to Celine Dion, and I didn't know till I turned, I don't know, 12 or something, that Celine Dion actually won the Eurovision Song Contest in 1988. And so guess, 1988 is the year of my birth. So that's that. I think that's a magical connection.
I just think you've made this very old man feel even older, because I can remember being allowed to sit up and look at the show.
Is it? We got the 16th today. Oh, did we? No, today. We got the 16th of November. Is it the 16th?
Today's the 16th of November, yes.
10 days ago, I turned 25.
Belated happy birthday! You look fabulous on it as well.
For your 25, you really look that well. Yeah.
You look much younger than 25, much younger than 25.
Okay.
You've touched on something there when you were chatting. I know that you did do a reality show that took you, I'm right in thinking that took you into remote places within Africa.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a bit about that show? Because I'm not sure a lot of people outside of Austria might know about it.
Yeah, we were shooting in Namibia, and we stayed for about 5 days. You know, these were a bunch of 12 girls thrown out in the desert. And we were, for 5 days we stayed at the Himbas. And this is a group of people in the middle of you know, nowhere. And they obviously asked me what's all about with my beard and the way I look, because I have arms like a man and a face like a girl, and also the beard. And I told them that that there are people out there who are in between, you know, and I took them by the hand and I said, well, you are here, the boy, the girl is here, and I'm just in the middle. So they kind of got it, I think, but at the end of the day they were like, oh my God, I love the beard, where you got it from, and so they were very, very nice. And I think they understood that it's more, that there is more than a surface of a person. So,
because I think that's sort of what a lot of people are already talking about you being at Eurovision. Personally, I think you being at Eurovision is a pivotal point in Eurovision's history, and it's one that I'm very glad about.
oh, thank you.
Because, you know, Eurovision was established, you know, so long ago to bring a war-torn Europe together. And times have moved on now where we're trying to bring different people from social backgrounds or gender backgrounds or, you know, whatever, you know, we don't want to label people anymore. And tolerance is obviously a very important thing to you.
Yeah.
And I know that you very briefly touched on it tonight with your interview on RTE about some of the reactions that you've had within Austria when it was announced that you would represent Austria at 2014. How have some of those negative reactions made you feel? Well,
you know, if I'm honest, I don't really care about too much, because I'm more the kind of person who is thinking in a positive way, because I think if you have your mindset in a positive way, you get positivity. So I'm more like fighting for something and not against something. So if they're not fine with it, whatever. You know, I saw this on Facebook, of course I did. And I didn't read one of the comments, but I saw this, and the only sentence which came to my mind was, "Thank you for your attention." And that's it.
There you go. If people aren't talking about you, then, you know, they don't have anything good to say.
Yeah, well, you know, and they got this opinion, and they are like, you know, I don't like it, and anyway, but hopefully there are people out there who go with me, you know, and have my way of thinking. And the best thing for me would be that these two, how can I say, this a group of people gonna meet and they just talk about this being different and all this kind of stuff. So a little goal for me.
And is that one of your, what would be your goals for Eurovision? Is it to have people talking about, you know, asking the questions, or obviously you want to win the contest as well, but
everybody.
But what would be your greatest achievement from Eurovision that you would like to personally get from the contest?
Personally, I have to separate, because as a musician, obviously I want to win, I want to, you know, express myself through music. But for my inner beliefs, it would be just great if people start to think different as they used to, because there's so much going on around Europe these days, and it's just awful, all the news which are getting in day by day. And I think there has to be a change. There has to be a change, and for me it would be just great. As I said, they don't have to like me, but if they are sitting at home in front of the table and, I don't know, the brother says, "Oh my God, I'm gonna throw up," you know, and the sister's like, "Why? It's just art," and you know, or just everybody is allowed to do whatever they want, in case nobody gets hurt. So this would be the situation I want to create, that people start to talk and start to think, because they don't have to love it, they just have to accept it. And that's what it's all about.
I think Eurovision is the ideal platform for that, because it's a family show, and you're going to have, you know, from grandparents down to the grandchildren looking at it, and as you said, it will get them talking.
Hopefully.
You obviously have become a role model for other people. No, and I take that graciously.
Yeah,
that's a compliment to you, you know, because you're really putting yourself out there, you know, and as I said, quite a lot of people, some say negative things, but a lot of people say positive things, and it's great that you're concentrating on the positive things. Who would be your role models that you look up to or have looked up to in the past?
Well, I think, to name a few, my very own grandmother is just a big role model to me, because she's so open-minded, and she's just the most fabulous person I've ever met. Don't get me wrong, of course I love my parents, but she's just beyond. Every time she just blows my mind with her opinions, because they're so modern. And even if I say, well, I don't like this tattoo on this guy's hands, and she's like, leave him alone, that looks pretty. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. You know. But these are the little things that she's just great. And well, the whole team and my whole family and friends who are surrounding me are just, every day they push me and further, and they give me, you know, ideas, and they are all role models to me in a different kind of way.
You've said that, you know, you're a very creative person, and that comes from songwriting to your appearance to your way of thinking. How does that creative process from a songwriting point of view, do you have a particular, like, are you one of these people that wakes up in the middle of the night with a recorder going, oh, la 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 la, I just heard this?
Well, actually, if you're one of these people, I'm not, because I'm very bad in songwriting. Actually, I try, you know, and I have my wonderful producers which are writing with me, and they're asking for my opinion, and they give me, you know, just a little homework to try it out, because they want me to become a singer-songwriter. Well, They are more patient than me. I try hard, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever gonna be a good songwriter. But I write a few notes. And to answer your question, it is like that. If there's something on my mind, whether day or night, I just immediately have to put it down anyway. Yeah, it's like that. But they're not good ideas so far.
Don't say that. Don't be putting yourself down.
No, I'm just honest. You know, I can do makeup, but I'm not that good in songwriting.
I should have got you to do mine before we started this. I could have looked younger, like 25.
You look just perfect.
You're a good liar, but thank you.
I'm not.
Now, I know you met a very famous Eurovision winner recently, the wonderful Miss Anne-Marie David, who obviously won the song contest before. How was that experience meeting her?
What a voice. What a voice. You know, this was a really, really nice event and a really nice setting, but it was very, very small and very, you know, comfy. And she entered the stage and she just sang with this playback music, you know. But you have to be a professional and you're just such talent to put out your emotions in this very small, you know, situation. And she just blew my mind. She was stunning and the voice was just beyond. I really enjoyed it that much, and she was so nice and so supportive, and she kept on saying, "You're gonna do it, you're gonna do this," and she was just so nice. I have no words for that.
Did she give you any advice on how to cope with the huge Eurovision circus?
Well, she said to me, don't drink too much because it's gonna be a tough time.
No more the white wine.
Yeah, it was actually it was the same situation. I was listening and she don't exactly like that. And no, she was just, you know, she kept on saying that I should really focus on the people and remember the people who were with me all the time before Eurovision and before the success, and that this is very important, and I totally agree on that because my friends are so involved in my work and so close to me that I couldn't do it without Renee or you know, all my friends around me.
And what would be your hope and your desire for you after Eurovision? Like, you know, say 5 years, 10 years down the line, what would you like to see yourself doing?
My big goal as a musician is obviously a Grammy. And I want it so bad. If I haven't got a Grammy, if I don't have a Grammy by the age, let's say about 80, I'm gonna steal it. Seriously, I'm gonna steal it. I'm gonna run into this theater, I'm gonna steal. And I'm gonna go out and like, all right, for best comedy album.
I think what you need to do is to get to know Celine Dion, because she has 5 of them and you could just rob one of them, you know, put it in your bag and walk out. She would notice it gone. So winning a Grammy is definitely something that you'd like to do.
I think that's the goal of every musician, because it's just, you know, it's just the end of the road, actually. It's just, well, one of the first ending of the road, because if you have 1, you want 2. So, but this is a very, very huge thing for me in my mind, that I really someday I'm gonna get a Grammy. But yeah, it's just making music till I die. This would be just, you know, I have such a privileged life that I can earn money with what I love, and this is not the normal thing. So I really appreciate that.
You've turned your passion into your work, which is always a wonderful thing to do.
Totally.
Can you remember the first song you ever sang, even from a small child?
Yes, it was from The Little Mermaid. It was from The Little Mermaid, and the song is called in English. Just let me know. Oh my God, I don't know the English title of the song because obviously I listen to it in German.
Is it Under the Sea?
No, it's not, because Under the Sea is Under the Sea. This is not the way. It's more the theatrical one, more dramatic one. I don't know it in English.
So you would sing that at home, would you?
Yeah, till now, really. Once in a while, I'm standing under the shower and I'm singing The Little Mermaid.
And what can you remember the first time then that you performed on stage? What was that feeling like?
Oh my God. Well, stage. Life is a stage for me. I think also as a baby, I in kindergarten, everything was a stage. No, but first stage, I don't really remember. I think it was just a singing competition in our small village. But I always, and at church and everywhere, I just sang everywhere. I think I annoyed everybody by then because I wouldn't stop at all.
Well, we're happy that you didn't stop because now we have you at Eurovision, which is fantastic. That's really good. We know that San Marino and Macedonia have already picked their two singers already. We've Valentina Mineta coming back for the third time in a row, and we have Tatiana from former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia.
Yeah.
Have you listened to Valentina Mineta since she's been at Eurovision like twice already?
No, not yet. Not yet. I have some favorite Eurovision appearances and artists, and I know that there are fans. I really love the Eurovision Song Contest, but there are people out there, they know everything by date. This is just. I was at this evening with Anne-Marie David. It was like there was this guy singing Swedish because there was a little competition, and I was one of the judges. And I asked the man who's sitting next to me if he understands that. And he's like, no, I don't do Swedish. And I was like, well, so he can sing whatever he wants because nobody will recognize. And he was like, but I know the words of the song. And I was, oh, okay, sorry, got it. So I got some. I really love it, but I'm not that. I'm not an expert. Yeah. Let's say it like that. Yeah.
But obviously, you would have a few favorites over the year.
Yeah, totally.
Who would be some of your
Anna
favorites?
VC, just everything. This is one of my most favorite songs. I love Charlotte Perrelli because she sang just like a goddess, and second she looks like Donatella Versace, and I love that. In a better way, but she does.
I'm glad you quantified that.
She does. And I love it. I really love it. I really love Donatella Versace. So this is one of my favorite, and of course Celine Dion. Of course, I loved Nadine. With The Secret Is Love, because I know her for such a long time, and this was just perfect. And well, there are a few, and also Azerbaijan this year.
Oh, Farid Mamadov, yeah.
Oh my God, yummy boy. Actually, if I'm honest, I don't remember the song, but I remember him.
I think most of Europe were the same.
Yeah.
Well, I know that you're going to be at two venues in Dublin over the weekend, and we know that you're going to be performing at the George tomorrow night.
Yes!
Yes, with Shirley Temple Bar.
Yeah.
So we're going to make sure we get a video of that as well,
Yeah,
because that's going to be so much fun there. Oh,
Yeah.
you're going to have a ball there. So you'll really enjoy
Oh, I
that.
so much look forward to it.
Yeah, no, and she said, I can't wait to meet Conchita. So she said, tell Conchita to come early so we can have drinks together.
Oh, we will.
So yeah, so you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good time tomorrow.
Oh, perfect. I have to go home on Monday, so
You're gonna go home with a hangover.
yeah.
You can sleep it off. One final question for you, Conchita, is what would you like people out there who are going to be looking at you at Eurovision next year, what would you like them to think when you're performing? What would you like them to remember or take from your performance?
I hope that they get the message that it's not about how you look or where you're from or the color of your skin or whatever, and that everybody should express themselves as they like. And the most important thing is, don't hide, just do what you feel and just be yourself. And as Judy Garland said, you better be the best version of yourself than a bad copy of somebody else. So I think that's a really, really big thing. And just be brave enough to do whatever you like. And that you accept that there are people who are not the norm. And, well, what is the norm? What is normal? This is the next thing, you know. But this would be just, for me, I want to give, in first place, the young people the self-confidence to express themselves however they want and however they feel good.
Well, I think you've definitely done that already. So much congratulations to you for doing that. And I think that Eurovision 2014 is so much better for having you in the contest. And you're going to add glamour to the contest as well, which is, you know, but I think you're going to be an inspiration to many people out there. And as you said, you're going to get people talking, which is the most important thing.
That's so important.
That's the key message here.
Yeah.
Miss Conchita Wurst, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You know that we love you here at Eurovision Ireland, and we will be, you know, flying the flag for you, you know. So let's just hope you end up in our semi-final so people in Ireland can vote for you, because they loved you on the show tonight.
Oh, we will see tomorrow in the newspaper if they love me.
They will, they will. Everybody loved you out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. And hopefully you'll come back when you release your song to
Yeah,
Ireland.
I want to.
We want you back.
I want to come back.
And Renee, your manager's behind me.
Yeah.
So I'm going, Renee,
Yeah.
you're coming back to Dublin. Okay.
Twice.
Twice. Thank you very much indeed, Conchita. It was an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.